Hey everybody, you are looking at a picture of Sin City, also known as Las Vegas, Nevada. And Americans have surged back into casinos, and casinos saw record profits. So, why are casinos in a place like Sin City having record profits? Well, maybe Americans are full of sin. Let's get started right here. U.S. casinos have the best quarter ever, fueled by online and sports bets. So people are back to their old spending habits, and in fact, they're making up for lost time. They're spending like never before at casinos, placing bets on sports, gambling, you name it. And this is just part of the reason why we saw a record surge in credit card debt and credit card spending. All right, now listen to how this article is worded. Atlantic City, New Jersey, the nation's commercial casinos won, and they use the word won because the players that went there and spent this money lost. So the casinos won nearly $14 billion in the third quarter this year, 2021, making the industry's best quarter ever and pushing casino revenue past what it was for all of 2020. So in the first three quarters of 2021, casinos have already won more than the entire year of 2020. Of course, there were a lot of shutdowns and lockdowns. All right, no surprise really. We knew that people love to go out and spend money, and especially with the hope of winning even more money. But we always know the house wins, right? They may let you win here and there to make you think that you have a chance. Right, maybe when you first walk in the door, I'm not sure how it works. Maybe they'll let you win a couple small games, so you'll think you'll have a good day or good night. But most gamblers, and I read some statistics on this, if I'm not mistaken, it's about the same as day trading. About 90% of people lose money in the end. You may win at first, but if you don't stop while you're ahead or quit while you're ahead, as the saying goes, you're probably going to lose in the end. And that's why there's the saying, the house always wins. In my opinion, nothing wrong with having a little fun, but it's pretty pathetic. The state of the country right now, the state of the economy, that people are going out and spending this type of money on slot machines and betting on sports. But that's the thing about Americans. Americans love entertainment. Americans love music so much. If you go to a big concert, they'll push you down and they'll step on you. Right, all kinds of crazy stuff. Americans are full of sin. I do believe that. And the sinners, American sinners, love being in debt as well. Americans have never been in so much debt. This one's out of CNN Business. American households are carrying record amounts of debt as home and auto prices surge. All right, also from this article, now that the stimulus sugar rush has worn off, consumers are going back to their old ways of spending with their credit cards. Isn't it amazing how when the stimulus checks were sent out, people slowed down on their credit card spending? Credit card debt actually dropped. Now, there hasn't been a stimulus check in many, many months, and credit card debt surging. Apparently, Americans have no worries of what's going to happen tomorrow, next week, or next year because of they're back in record debt. So somebody must be pretty confident that the future is bright for the economy. Well, it's bright for the casinos. It's bright for the top 10%. But is it bright for the American working class? Or maybe everybody's going to get rich at the casino and get rich day trading, and everybody's going to get rich investing in online assets, digital assets. Nobody has to work anymore. Everything will be fine. And prices are going to continue to go higher. AP News, producer prices rise 8.6%, matching September record high. So people that said inflation was going to slow down or stop, well, October matched the September, which was a record high. So we're still at record high rising prices. And this is based on the Consumer Price Index. This measures rising prices or prices prior to hitting the consumers or reaching the consumers. This is producer prices. So when you think about that, think of raw goods and materials that are needed for manufacturing and production. MSN Money, Yellen says the Fed wouldn't allow a repeat of 1970s level inflation. So Grandma Yellen's out there, and she's saying the Fed is not going to allow it. Let me try to put it in a Yellen voice. We're not going to allow it. Not going to allow it. Well, what are they going to do? How are they going to not allow it? Are they going to raise interest rates? Wouldn't that be almost political suicide? Right? You see, if they raise interest rates, then a lot of us that are really paying attention are going to know what the cause is. So, no, I don't think they're going to raise interest rates. She might talk a tough game, but it's really hard for me to believe that they're going to raise interest rates. Please let me know what you think down in the comments. I don't think there's any way they can get away with raising interest rates because too many people are going to know exactly what's up. Why? Because a lot of people are learning about how this economy, if you want to call it an economy, how this financial structure is steered or engineered. And there's a lot more eyes on the money machine than there used to be, and people are watching very, very carefully what they're doing. Does the Treasury Secretary make all the decisions? No. Does she know what she's talking about? I really don't think so. We've seen, these people in these positions get it wrong for decades. Right? They never warn us about the financial crisis. They didn't warn us about inflation. They said inflation was going to be short-lived or transitory, and they were wrong. They're wrong and wrong and wrong, but yet they still get to keep their jobs. Must be pretty nice to be terrible at your job and still never have to worry about losing your job. Let's move on to this. People say I never have good news. Well, maybe this is good news to somebody. Elon Musk loses $50 billion in 2 days in record wealth plunge. How nice must it be to lose 50 billion and still probably barely notice it? Kind of hard to feel sorry for him, isn't it? Especially when him and people like him are worried more about space exploration than they are of fixing a lot of the problems here on Earth. And I wonder if Elon Musk is going to Sin City and placing any bets. I kind of doubt it. I'm going to wrap this one up right here. Let me know what you think about this record casino spending, how the casinos won $14 billion just in the third quarter. Pretty amazing, but nothing surprises me anymore. American people are gamblers, and everybody thinks they're going to be the one that hits the jackpot. But in the end, the house always wins. Do you agree with me? Please let me know what you think about this down in the comments. Thanks everybody for being here. Stay well, stay safe, keep stacking. Bye for now.